Shouts out to Pornhub. Man, they have just been doing more for us than the president has this year.
Man, they've been here for us this year, all right?
Yes, they have.
They've been looking out. They've been the real people's bailout.
Um, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey everybody, welcome back to Convo Series. I am your host with absolutely the most. I am RJ, aka Reg Travels.
And you know, I suppose that makes me the hostess with the mostest.
100%.
I am Trevin Reiser, aka the real host of the show, the chosen one on
The
Instagram.
chosen one. Hells yeah. Welcome back everybody. This is the fucking end of the year, yo. I bet y'all didn't think you were going to get this episode,
1 year of Convo Series.
Almost a year of Convo Series.
Well, yeah.
You definitely survived in 2020 for sure.
It's been a whole 2020 practically.
And we've been in 2020 for about 4.5 years. Yeah.
Convo Series.
For sure. For sure. And we appreciate you
I
guys.
hear myself. My headphones aren't even on.
Well, maybe you want to start there, genius.
On my head. I mean, they're
Hell,
turned on.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about IB real quick.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about that. I've been talking about this music video that's supposed to release all year, and I know that if you've been with us all year, you're probably sick of me lying about it releasing soon.
Right.
So, those of you who haven't been with us the whole year, earlier this year, I did a collaboration with another rapper, J Case from Las Vegas.
Shouts out.
Shouts out, indeed. And he's a big friend of the show, a big fan of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a couple of shows with our collaboration, our song, and we also did a music video that was produced by Vision Media, and that has dropped a few days ago now.
Yeah.
So go to, I think it's The J Case Show, and his name is JKACE.
Mm-hmm.
The JK Show TM on YouTube, and check out the video. It's pretty lit. Some hot bars. So
If you do say so yourself.
if I do say so myself, which I absolutely do, say so,
Literally say so.
I would
Those
have
bars.
to say, and I would even have to go as far as to say
Mm.
that it's quite a banger. So
Hells yeah. Shouts out to that. This is water.
yeah, I'll drink water to that.
Hells yeah, man.
It's, I guess you're not supposed to toast water if you're like actually drinking.
Nah, we're not drinking.
People are drinking, then you don't be like, well, I don't have alcohol, but I'll toast my water.
That's a rich people rule. You know that?
I didn't.
I just found that out. It's a rich people rule. You know how rich people make rules in place just to like be like, we're fucking better than you. Just so they're like, you don't know this rule.
I thought it was just supposed to be bad luck or something.
Yeah, they made that up. That's the. They were like, fuck it,
The more
just
I
say it's
think
bad
about
luck.
it, though, everything's made up. Pretty much.
I'm trying to find a hole here. Your theory.
Okay, like the planet isn't made up, but the name planet is made up.
Yeah, the brain named itself.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Nah? Huh?
The universe named itself by that logic.
Well, I suppose if you want to.
The universe is conscious in us because we are made of the universe. If the Big Bang Theory is true and everything came from almost nothing, from a tiny
Two particles
little
colliding.
point, right?
Mhm.
And exploded into all the matter that we know today and everything that's ever happened. We are made of that residual stardust,
Mhm.
right? And we are a chemical reaction that somehow gained consciousness. Scientists don't even know how that happened. Exactly how that happened.
Jesus.
I did not mean to go in on this today.
No, I meant Jesus. That's how.
Jesus,
The
yeah.
scientists can't.
It was all Jesus.
It was all him, don't you know it? But they say that we're basically, it's some kind of to your point what you were just saying about the universe being this whole thing, and then us basically they're saying we're a smaller version of the universe, the way our bodily systems work, in conduit with each other, and all that type of stuff.
Everything's just like a chemical reaction on either a small or large scale.
Mhm.
Like on a large scale, you have solar systems that like revolve around a center of energy and then on atomic level we have atoms.
Atoms, yeah. Atoms, neutrons,
And I know that they're not like really
protons,
comparable. You know,
electrons.
stoners have always been like, "Whoa, dude, have you ever thought about how much the solar system looks like an atom? What if it just keeps going up like forever?" And that's impossible because we know that quantum physics have their own laws of physics. Like once you get down to that scale, there's different
Yeah,
laws of physics.
it's
And our
all.
laws of physics that we know don't apply.
It all has to do with relativity.
Right.
Like, how does this work relative to the scale that I'm used to?
Yeah.
As basically, you remember that book I was reading earlier this year?
Yeah.
About relativity and relativity and quantum physics.
You heard him.
Never
You heard it here
finished it.
first. Relativity.
Relativity. Didn't finish it. But
Didn't finish it.
but it's still there. I still got it, okay? Just know that. I read some stuff. About 3 hours of it. It is hard to do. So the point
Yeah.
of this was go watch IB on YouTube.
Do that. Go watch that.
Yeah,
And,
shouts out to Vision
shouts
Media.
out to J Case as well.
Yes. I personally wanted to talk about today in Netflix.
I don't got one. Today in
Nah, I
Netflix.
ain't got one. Today in Netflix.
I tried and I just wasn't feeling it.
Nah,
at first, you know?
well, you don't fuck with Netflix for real anyway.
I really don't anymore. Yeah, at all.
But I watched Jingle Jangle.
So did I.
Yeah, you motherfucker. You fuck with Netflix.
I didn't.
How did you feel about it?
To be fair, I didn't know where we were watching it, what platform. Like,
Understandable.
We all watched it here, like on Christmas.
Even though it says Netflix original. I get it.
Listen, I had no idea. That's my story.
And you're sticking to it, apparently. How did you feel about it?
I liked it.
Yes, right?
But I don't know. It wasn't like super captivating for me.
No, it wasn't super captivating, but it was good.
I don't think I finished it. I think I fell asleep early.
Wow.
Like I was dozing off and I left. Went to bed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why I still haven't watched Hamilton yet.
I had a feeling, and
Shouts
I
out to
was gonna ask
Victoria
you,
and Megan.
You
Sorry,
better
guys.
fucking watch it though, for real.
Oh, I'm going to watch it. Now, watching Jingle Jangle put me in the mood to watch Hamilton.
Hamilton is so much better.
Okay. But it's a play. It's a play.
Yeah.
I think the movie, that's why Jingle
That's-
Jangle
yeah.
might be better,
Well, it's like
given I haven't watched
they have a bigger
Hamilton.
set. It's like this small cul-de-sac village
Mm-hmm.
kind of deal, but every scene is the same stage, I guess, in Hamilton.
Yeah,
Because it's a play.
that's why I don't understand how it could be better.
And they didn't do a lot of like rearranging the background. They used like this backdrop that kind of universally fit every scene.
Mm.
And I didn't know how I
don't
felt
like that.
about it at first.
I don't like that.
But trust me, dude. Like
Part of the
doesn't-
fun
it
is when
ends up
they-
not mattering.
It ends up not mattering. The part of the fun is when, like, you see people moving sets and shit. It's like, I see you, bitch.
That's not
I
fun
see
if
you.
you're trying to be like involved in the story. I feel like you're, like in the
Breaking the
story.
fourth wall.
Yeah, you know.
I understand that. Also in Netflix, I didn't know if you wanted to keep going on that. Okay. Also in Netflix, I finally finished The Queen's Gambit. It was really good.
Good.
You
I'm
may not
glad.
like it. It may not be your type of thing,
I'm glad that you liked it. Though.
but I liked it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then I'm still on the last season of The 100. I'm gonna finish that before the year is out. And as we're recording this, there's what, 3 more days
a few more days
in the year. I gotta finish that. Shit.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian,
finish the
yes,
Mandalorian.
I finished it.
Oh, you did. That's what I was gonna ask. I was
Dude.
gonna say, did you finish? The
Literally that next day when I was texting you. That next day we watched it, and I was like,
So-
oh wow,
No spoilers, but we do need to talk about it afterward.
for sure,
Off air.
for sure. That because at the end I was like, this is what Trevin was talking about.
Somebody to talk to about it.
Because at first I was like, who the fuck is? Okay, never mind. Sorry guys, you go watch The Mandalorian if you like that type of stuff.
I know what you're talking about though. Who the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, it's flying this machine, and I was like, it's only a handful of people flying this type of machine. But anyway, I don't want to get into it until afterwards. I'll talk to you about that.
We'll
I can't
talk
wait.
Later, yeah, fair. But,
Can't wait.
If you haven't seen it out there, folks, go binge the new season because it's over and you can binge it all at once now.
True, very
Which
true.
is why I was
100%.
waiting, and I finally watched it, and it's amazing. I don't know how to pronounce his name. John
Favreau.
Favreau.
Yeah,
Favreau.
John Favreau.
And what's the other guy?
No, oof, I'm thinking Justice League, Joss Whedon.
Yeah, no, not him. Um, shit.
John Favreau. Are you talking about like one of the writers
Yeah, like there's the
or
two,
director?
like, I don't know, writers, producers, or whatever.
Mm.
La 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 la.
You can't talk about me talking slow anymore.
I can't even spell Mandalorian right now.
Mando. Shit, no. John Favreau and Dave, executive producer.
Dave Filoni.
Filoni.
Yeah, Dave Filoni.
Baloney.
He was heavily involved, and you just gotta forgive me because I don't know people's titles, but in the Clone Wars animated series,
It makes a lot of sense.
I am rewatching, and if anybody out there fucks with the Clone Wars animated series, apparently they're not in chronological order. Like the way that the
I heard.
movies came out in the wrong order,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's confused on which episode goes where. So it is an amazing, I think, piece
I'm gonna watch
of
it.
Star Wars like
gonna watch it.
lore.
Mhm.
And the thing I think about these two dudes is they like respect what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
And, you know, even though like Disney came out and said everything that was officially canon now that we own it is not canon anymore. I think they were just giving themselves some room to work. I don't necessarily
I
think
see
they were
that.
trying to just throw what Star Wars was supposed to be away. And I think, you know, without these guys, Star Wars could be like a seriously dying franchise.
Agreed. 100%.
Because nobody likes the movies. Nobody likes the J.J. Abrams fucking reboots of anything.
Okay.
And you know, I just anyway, there is a website where you can get a list. You just have to look for it online. But a list of the Clone Wars episodes that are in the proper order.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen it 1,000 times, but I'm rewatching it in the quote unquote.
Somebody was
proper
telling
order.
me this. Was it you?
It's probably Victoria.
Probably Victoria.
Because
Yeah.
she's the
Shouts
one that
out.
convinced me. After finishing The Mandalorian, she like wanted to go watch the Clone Wars
Yeah.
and like get more Star Wars. So, yeah, it is so much better in that order.
Nice.
Like, so
I
much
know
better.
nothing about it except what happened on this season of Mando. But that's it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And that's not spoilers, people.
Spoiler alert, though. There is
I was gonna say this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
a character that you will recognize from the Clone Wars in the Mandalorian.
100%.
But that's
Dang
as
it!
much
Now,
as I'm willing to say.
now I can't do my spoiler. What I was gonna do
were you
it's
gonna
a
do?
little bit more than that. I'll tell you afterward. But anyway, so where was I going with this? Oh yeah, $600 stimulus checks.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Let's talk about this for a hot second, then you can tell me about old Donnie's password there.
Okay.
So apparently we're only gonna get $600 stimulus checks. I'm talking to everybody else out there because you remember you were like, I still haven't received my stimulus check.
Yeah. I'm late still on filing my taxes this year. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that, but
Probably not.
they're not gonna come after me. I don't owe
Statute of limitations.
a hell of money, but
But yeah, no. So $600 in stimulus checks. Trump had been fighting for $2,000 stimulus checks,
I saw that. Yeah.
and Trump has actually been like, I don't know why he's doing this,
You
but
would
he's
think
fighting
with
for the people.
Democrats in office now, they would want.
They're
to
not
give
in
us
office yet.
More money. I know, but Trump wanted to give us more money.
Yeah, and the Dems are still saying that they want to give us more money, and they agree with Trump.
Okay, so who decided on the 600 then? Where did
The Republicans.
was it? Dude, I don't fucking know anything.
Mitch McConnell. Yeah, he keeps blocking everything.
Sure.
But Donald Trump is agreeing with the Dems, and they're agreeing with him in return that the American people, we need way more than $600.
You know, here's
dollars.
the thing for all the like, I don't know, like old school, traditional type Republican folks that aren't with what do you call it? like social programs and the American citizens getting bailed out.
Pick yourself up by the bootstraps.
Yeah, these are the same guys that like we bail out every fucking business right now. Like,
Sure.
that's my argument to that. So
But so they were
we deserve to get bailed out. It's a literal pandemic right now. Like, fuck them, dude. In other countries, they're getting like weekly $2,000 checks
in
and
Canada.
Shit. Yeah.
Literally about what, 14 hours from us? Something like that? 15 hours maybe?
Shit, it's that close. We might as well
Yeah, it's
just
close.
take a little drive.
It's close, bro. Yeah, I know.
Get me a,
But so
license up there.
let me just finish the point. So license and ID. Let me finish the point. So they the Dems and Donald Trump are agreeing with each other that the American people need way more than $600.
Mitch McConnell won't let it happen.
Bitch McConnell won't let it happen. And then also, so it's gone into law now. What Trump has done is he signed 2 different stimulus packages now. One for 600, which has gone into law, and then I don't know exactly what the other one is, but they voted on it this morning. So I got to do a little bit more research. But some people are saying that he's going to try to make it an extra 1,400, so we get that 2,000 altogether. But my point in saying this is, why the hell has Trump not been this type of president the whole time? I would have voted for him if he was like for the people like this.
Yeah. Additionally, I heard that either way, it's going to becoming in installments this time.
$600.
The no matter what dollar amount they decide on, ultimately, will come in waves.
Okay. Well, let's jump into
I
detail.
heard through the grapevine. I'm not saying this is fact.
Let's go into detail real quick, because installments may mean 2 different things than what you may think.
It may mean what you're saying, that we get the 600 that like Donald settled for, and then he snuck that.
That's not what I was thinking.
1,400 in the back door, and
Snuck
it
it in the
comes
back
in
door.
a few months or a few weeks or something. You know.
That's not what I was thinking. Okay, so what I'm thinking as far as installments, and then you tell me what you were talking about. Okay, so what I was thinking was, so like they did with the $1,200 stimulus check, people who had filed their 2019 taxes in direct deposit, they got theirs first, and then checks started going out, and then it's something else that happened after that. I forget what it was. They went into banks, and then they had to get the money. Like, it happened to me. It went into an old bank account, and then they had to get it refunded to them, and then send me a check. So that's what I was thinking, maybe installments. But what were you talking about? Just like split up the money?
Yeah, like they give you a weekly payment that eventually equals $600.
I think that's the dumbest
after a while.
Dumbest shit ever. After a while, it'll
you get
equal
a
up.
$50 paycheck every week for 12 weeks.
12 weeks, shit.
And then you got $600.
That's nice. That's nice, but not nice enough.
That's, how long is 12 weeks?
3
people
months.
Who've had children, tell me in the comments how many months is 12 weeks.
People who have kids.
I hate that shit.
I know. Oh, my kid's 172 months.
7 weeks. Like,
we both went past 100. We both went past 100.
I feel like that's an actual, like, somebody's stand-up joke, and I don't, like...
Most likely.
I will be not doing it justice, let's say.
Probably not.
But,
I want to know about old Donnie.
Okay. So, supposedly...
Trevin was telling me this before the podcast, guys.
The president's Twitter got hacked.
Don't believe it.
I'm looking it up.
I don't believe it.
Because I think this story comes from Brandon, actually.
I might believe it a little bit. Shouts out. I might believe it a little bit. Oh, you got to look it up?
I'm looking it up.
So unprepared, Trevin. It's supposed to be in the history. What?
So,
is that Pornhub? Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm listening.
Supposedly, his password was, and this is the part I waited to tell Reg until just now. His password was MAGA 2020.
Of course it was. Of fucking course it was.
Yeah, right here. Trump's Twitter account was hacked by guessing his password because it was the most obvious password. There it is. Fucking right there.
And the M's not even capitalized.
Nope. Not even. Oh, it has an exclamation.
I was just about to ask. Was the exclamation part of it?
That might just be like because it's the
title.
The headline for the article.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see if I can show the camera. Yeah. MAGA 2020.
MAGA.
If you're watching on YouTube, that's fucking proof from Vox. So I don't. They're
Is
reliable,
Vox
right? I don't know.
reputable?
Sure.
I've heard of them. It's like,
Same.
I believe it now. Thanks, Brendan.
Thanks for Brandon, and shouts out to Vox for
Shouts out. Breaking that news there.
citing, I guess, purposes. Dude, that's fucking hilarious though.
I'm disappointed. I can believe it, but I'm disappointed now, yo.
It's so believable, and that's what's so sad.
That's the problem there.
It's
That's
like, that's the president.
Exactly. He doesn't have people. I don't know. I don't freaking know.
We're over
yo.
here talking about the Pope liking that porn star.
True that.
I'm like, doesn't he have people that run that page? You would think the fucking president, bro, of the United States.
Not Donald Trump. Not Donald J. Trump.
That's fucking
Old
funny.
DJ. No, I would believe this way before I believe the Pope
I'm
thing.
gonna start guessing all his passwords now. I'm gonna get into that. Instagram. No, never mind. I plead the fifth on this
That's Trevin Reiser.
one.
It's spelled like it sounds.
Like he's watching. Listen, Mr. President, if you're watching, I was gonna say something else, but it's really important if you're watching to know that we need a small business loan of $1 million.
Of $1 million. Shouts
And,
out.
I'm gonna keep saying that every year until he hears it. So, tag at Donald Trump on Twitter or whatever you got to do.
I'll take a business grant of about 100,000.
let's start
Forget
with
the
a grant.
loan of $1 million.
How about a bailout? Let's get a company bailout for Vision Media. It's a
Right.
fucking pandemic right now.
It is a pandemic.
know?
Give me some of that
It's hard out
PPP.
there. You go to buy toilet paper, it's a war zone. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking do. People climbing on top of
So-
shit. Speaking of which, let's go back to the beginning of this year. That was a really good segue.
Yeah.
Good job. So guys, this is what we're gonna do for you all. In appreciation for you guys listening to us. Most of you, well, that's not even true. I don't even. Some of you have listened to us since the beginning, and we really, really appreciate it. We started this podcast in February
February of
of
2020.
this year of 2020.
So,
Yeah, and
so
we
it's been about 5 years of podcasting.
5 years, guys, and we have we have 50 episodes. This will be the 51st episode of the year.
Is it?
This is the. Why are you asking me? Aren't you the producer?
It is. I thought it was. For some reason, I thought 52. Because there's 52 weeks in a year. It's our first year.
Leap year, and then we started in
in
February.
So.
Yeah,
Leap year. I forgot about that.
yeah, dude. I don't fucking know when leap year was. I just
I
kind
got
of
a
said.
text from your boy Nick.
I just kind of.
Shouts out to Nick. if
Shouts
you're
out.
watching.
So what we're gonna do for you guys, we're gonna go back through all 50 of those episodes and try to remember what the hell we talked about. Yeah,
All right.
I thought this could be like a little fun exercise because we got some good titles.
Exercise. Okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were
thinking
gonna
about-
write something down.
I was
here.
thinking about pulling up the episode titles.
Oh, I got him.
But yeah, I figured so. Figured as much.
I figured. But yeah, so damn, RJ, you ain't prepared.
Well,
All right, here we go. The first one. Do you remember? I know you remember intro series.
yeah, I do. Episode 1.
Episode 1, guys.
Episode 2.
What?
What's episode 2 called? I
Hold
don't
on, we're gonna talk about episode 1 first. All
know.
right, yes, I remember. Episode 2.
remember.
I remember this one. Go to the next one. No, intro series. This it started off with me, you, and Dash. It was a 30-minute episode, I believe, where we just kind of introduced ourselves to you guys.
Don't listen to it.
It is pretty cringy. The first, 6 episodes are pretty cringy?
The beginning of everything's always pretty cringy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty cringy enough as it is.
Yeah?
But I think I've come a long way.
Every time I look at you, bro, cringe. Nah. But yeah, so that was the beginning. You guys getting to know us. I was pretty fucking nervous for the first probably about 10 episodes. Like getting on camera,
Yeah.
and then like I hated my voice. Now I can't get enough of it. That's not true. I just don't hate it as much.
I don't think you'd ever really get used to that hearing your voice thing.
It's still weird.
It's always so weird.
Mm-hmm.
But, I know that there's people that actually like listening to my voice. You know.
I'm one of them.
So
You have a radio voice.
thank you. Like people have always told me that. You know, I used to have a job in an office on the phone, and people would tell me that.
Mhm.
Like, oh, you're great at your job. You should talk for like the radio or something. And even since I was a kid, I mean, I just could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
So
That's why I picked you to be a co-host.
well, thank you. I'll drink some water to that.
Yeah. I told you in the beginning, I was like, dude, I love your voice. And plus your banter was pretty cool.
I think I'm funnier than most people think I am, but
Ditto.
that's-
Ditto. I think I'm funnier than most people think I am too.
but you know, I only need the few people who think I'm funny. You know, if like 1 out of 10 people think I'm funny,
Mm.
then out of like 1 million people, then how many is that?
Well, it's
Like
like
100,000
yeah.
would be 10%.
Yeah. Wait,
If
you
100,000 people wanted to listen and hear my voice, you know, then I don't need the rest of the world.
Shouts out to 100,000 people.
Yeah,
I actually feel you on that.
we don't have that many people. who
No.
listen, but I'm
Nowhere
just
near
saying,
it.
I don't know 1 million people either. So if 10% of the people, even if 1% of the people in the world enjoy hearing my voice, well, thank those people for. I do it all for y'all.
You're welcome.
I saw this thing on Facebook. Merry Christmas to y'all, and to y'all a good night.
Hell yeah, that's down south. That's me, baby.
Shouts out, shouts out.
Shouts out. Episode 2.
Oof, I don't.
Future smart clothes and American privilege. I remember the smart clothes bit. We were talking about like how they're gonna build like you know how smartwatch technology
Yeah.
is. They're gonna build it into the clothes. That way they monitor your heart,
Seen
sleeping,
that
and all that
in like
stuff.
a sleeve. It was like a smartphone,
Mhm.
like screened. It was.
Do you remember those
You know, like
motherfucking
those-
bracelets? The smartphone bracelets that would I mean, I don't know if they're ever gonna be real, but they would project the smartphone on you.
Oh,
your skin
shit.
and
yeah, I
you-
remember seeing those.
That
like,
was
online and
crazy,
shit.
huh?
Yeah.
Did that ever become a thing?
I think that it's gonna take some time because it was kind of lame when it first started. Like, I think you remember those hoodie with the
With the earphones,
headphones
yeah,
and
yeah,
the,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
strings.
And then you just put.
I feel like that was so whack because you couldn't actually pull the hoodie strings.
You could. It just wasn't gonna be good.
It's not something you wanted to do.
It's just not. Yeah.
But then like you put the headphones in, it always looked really stupid.
Mhm.
You got the
Yeah, it does. It looked dumb as hell.
like right now. I have a little headphone in under my big headphones, and even if I took them off, you probably wouldn't know. That's where headphone
Oh,
technology.
you never
is
took them
now.
out?
No.
Weirdo, man.
It's got like relaxing music playing in it. So
Huh,
I'm
nice.
just kidding. It's
So my
actually
voice is
turned
not
off.
good enough for you. Yeah.
It's just the big ones fit right over it, so I didn't feel like I needed to take it off.
What was the American privilege part of that episode?
That Americans are just privileged. I think that you have always brought like crazy headlines.
Me,
Shit, you know
personally?
what? That reminds me of something else that Brandon wanted. Well, that he fucking told me that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, you were just like, "Are Americans privileged?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Actually, I forgot. I have all the notes right here. I have
have the
literally
notes?
all of the notes. Yeah, I keep all 50 episodes.
Good.
So, our question. Oh yeah, fucking devil's advocate. Remember we used to do that.
Yeah. We
So
did used to do that.
every episode that got hard to do. Every episode, especially with people not writing in. We want you guys to write in. We
Yeah,
got
do more of that this year.
yeah. I got a segment thing. I'm trying to figure out how to set up where once a month we just like answer all the write-ins. So you guys have a few weeks every month
Did you
to write
see?
in and whatnot.
Oh my god. There's just so much going on this week.
Mhm.
Did you see the video of the Twisted Tea guy?
Oh, dude got knocked out.
Dude,
I saw that shit.
I've had it on replay for 3 days.
It wasn't that good.
Bro, the sound of the tea splitting open on the guy's face, like that's low-key the best snare sample of 2020.
Funny. But the question for that episode was, how many times have you fallen in love? Ooh, do you remember we talked about you're supposed to have like 3 or 4 great loves in your life, or like 3 different loves?
Fuck all that.
The first one, I can't remember what it was. Where are my notes? I don't think it's in the notes. But the first love of your life is supposed to teach you. It's supposed to show you that you can love. The second love is supposed to break you or some shit, and then the third love is supposed to be your real love of your life. You don't
Hmm.
remember talking about this?
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. Um. Oh, and then we talked about this dating app that let you pick your partner based on their smell. You remember that shit?
Yeah. How's that app doing?
Probably not good in Corona, in the Corona era.
How is dating in the pandemic? I
Are you
wonder.
asking me?
Well, I mean, you would know more than I would. Not saying that you would know a lot. Just
Okay, you're right. Um,
that look you gave me, like I wasn't.
which is also we talked about dating in Utah on that episode, which is how I felt about it at the beginning of this year, dating versus going through Corona, and then at the end of the year, it's like a different thing. Like you said, it's been fucking 3 years. The devil's advocate for that one was what's the best breakup songs to help you get through it. I remember that one, and I think I said something like "Moving Mountains" by Usher. That was a really good one. That one, that because I have to make myself feel worse to get through a breakup. In order, I have to be like at my lowest part,
I
my
feel
lowest
that,
point.
and I'm like that in general. Like people, I listen to more like a wider range of
Mm,
music than I think most people.
yeah,
Most people have like their one or two genres that kind of define their personality that they like, and I I feel like there's music for every mood, you know.
absolutely.
And when I'm going through something like super emotional, I like to put myself in that emotional
Oh, I
state
need to feel
with
all the
music.
emotional
Yeah,
feelings. I need to feel everything.
and other people don't understand that. And even
Yeah,
sometimes if I'm not like necessarily going through it, I could listen to something emotional and just like
and
feel it
take
a little
yourself
bit,
their place,
and it's
that
kind
place.
of
Yeah.
a therapeutic thing. And other people are like, I don't listen to that angry music, or I don't listen to that sad boy music, or like I only listen to happy music. I don't know.
Yo, some of the times that sad shit, yo, it's some good shit.
Hey,
Sometimes it's
some
some
of the
good shit.
best music.
And I was wrong about the devil's advocate. The devil's advocate was which helps you get over a breakup quicker, time or music.
Both.
You said that,
Except
so I believe you.
if time helps, then it's not quicker. The more time, the more helpful that time is for a breakup, the more time has occurred since the breakup.
And
Does that make sense?
that actually makes sense. I was waiting for it to like. I was gonna say what the fuck. Episode 3, Trevin.
Episode 3. Let me think. I have no fucking
I
clue.
wouldn't expect you to. I'd have been
I'm
so
trying.
impressed. I would have been so impressed.
I might know some of them.
Episode 3, who's bigger, Drake or Beyonce? I still feel the exact same way I did on this. How did I
What
feel
did
on
I
this?
say?
What did I say?
I
Let's
feel the
see.
exact same way. Wait.
I'm sure I do.
And what was that exactly?
I feel like I. f- Well, I'm gonna say this because I feel this, and I feel like I said this. Drake is bigger than. Mm. I don't even like the way that came out of my mouth.
I feel like Drake is still kind of hip with the young
I think he's
kids.
bigger. Yeah,
And I think that makes him bigger right now. I think that Beyonce was at one point huge.
she's still huge.
She still is, obviously, like one of the hugest things ever. But I feel like every and I mean this with no disrespect, but like every celebrity kind of fades,
100%.
you
It's
know,
inevitable.
and you know, and in that same sentence, like shouts out to Beyonce for like
Shouts out.
going the distance too. Like she's been the shit for a long time.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
that's not always easy to do.
I still say Drake. I think. I think. We also talked about our top 3 performers of all time because then we started saying, okay, now who's the bigger performer? Not necessarily just who's bigger in general. I think Beyonce is the better performer.
Probably, but I can't say that I've seen enough
Mm.
from either side to judge that
But you have
properly.
enough based off of what you've seen, though.
I guess I would say that I think Drake's more focused on the music itself. Not that he's a bad performer. He probably puts on a wonderful show. But where I feel
It's
like
not a bad argument.
Beyonce is a musical talent, but she also puts just as much energy into her stage show and her choreography and her music videos and
Hmm.
things like that. So, as far as performance, I'd have to say probably, but I'm not a super fan for either artist. So,
Gotcha.
if you're trying to fight me on it, like, okay.
Meet me outside. Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that?
Okay. So we also our devil's advocate for that one was: would you rather play a hero or a villain
In a movie,
in general?
the villain, I think.
They have a lot more fun, huh?
Yeah.
I think villains have a lot more fun, and then they're not like, you know what I mean? They're not bound by certain boundaries.
The thing about
It's not redundant
they
at all.
often make more sense than the hero's side of you, like in Star
Especially
Wars.
Marvel movies.
In Star Wars, the people that we perceive as the bad guy through the screen, the Empire
Anakin.
or the Sith, if we're talking about Sith versus Jedi type
Mm.
thing, the Sith don't think that they're the bad guy either.
Nobody like a good story. The bad guys don't think that they're the bad guys.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, there's a lot of like, certainly the films take place through the lens of the side that we call the good guys, but
Hmm.
in a lot of the lore and stuff behind the scenes, it's like the idea is explored that maybe neither of them are good and they all just are like warmongers.
Ha, warmongers. I don't know why that made me laugh.
Because you thought whoremongers.
I might have. You know, my mind.
That
Episode
sounds a lot like another word.
4: ghosting, catfishing, and relationships.
Fuck all of that.
It's also we talked about dating in Utah, all that jazz.
Yeah. Still married. Was married way before that episode, so
Which reminds me of episode
still
5.
probably don't have very much of an opinion.
Episode 5: is marriage necessary?
Still don't think it is.
Understandable. Understandable. I'm not arguing against that, yo. So one of the questions we had in this one was who's more important, mom, wife, or kids? And who would you say first if they were all hanging off a cliff? All of them. And you can only say one. We talked about the
Fuck.
kids and the wife, but now we're
More
throwing in mom.
recently. Yeah, we did the kids and the wife more recently. Maybe that's what somebody was telling me. Maybe it was Brandon was like telling me, didn't you guys already like have that devil's advocate or that discussion?
It's similar,
And I was
very
like, I don't
similar.
think so. It's very similar. Yeah.
So if you guys want the answer to these questions, go to episode 47 with
we
your
don't
new
got
best
the
friends.
time
We'll
to get
go.
all the way into that.
Yeah,
again.
with everything. The devil's advocate for that was is marriage necessary? Is it just a little piece of paper or is it more? That was the question.
It is more from a legal standpoint.
Mm-hmm. But legally, it's a
But
piece of
as
paper.
far as like proving your love to somebody, you could be in love with somebody. They could be your best friend, your most favorite person to be in the same room with, and you don't have to get married.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Some people that think that the legal part of it is like kind of more like a negative side effect to being married anyway. So
Episode 6 featuring Summer.
hold on. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Told you I know a few of them.
Good job. So, shouts out to Summer.
Shouts out.
She's gonna be back on the podcast next
I
year.
would love to have her as a return guest because she was our first guest.
She was our first guest. Yes.
And 6 episodes deep into the series, we've grown a lot this year, so
Yes.
it'll be a lot of fun to have her back on.
I was just talking with her and I was saying, man, yeah, you're not gonna be as nervous. I was saying like even I was nervous, still at that point. She was like, yeah, I was nervous as shit. It was too funny. And she was like, this time I won't be nervous. So I can't wait to have her back on.
Well, also, I feel like, we had a mishap with some of the equipment and lost the
True.
footage for
And had to re-upload.
like 7 months.
Yeah, it was for a long
We
time.
uploaded the episode, then we did upload, I believe, to YouTube with just like a slideshow of images, just so that the episode could be on YouTube. But then a few months ago, we re-released with the footage, and
And that was fucking that.
For our first, well, there's a lot of technical shit, like especially in the beginning, that you're gonna have to deal with. So
Yeah.
I feel like it would do her justice as our first guest to have her on
Yeah.
now when that we're more like put together.
We are more put together. I'm super excited to have her back. We also talked about Valentine's Day, aka Steak and Blowjob Day.
Steak and blowjobs.
You remember this shit?
I don't remember that specifically. No.
Now we were talking about that. We were talking about, can you be independent in a relationship? Oh, and the evangelist dude who was mad at the Super Bowl performance. What? Who performed?
Oh my god.
It was something where he was mad. He was like, "You can't even see hoes on TV," and that was one of the things. I don't remember what he was mad about.
No, but I remember using that as the intro.
As the joke, exactly. That's why I was like, "There's something."
You were ranting about hoes on TV.
You know how I feel about hoes. It's some whores in this house.
That was before WAP came out.
Yeah.
Damn, that was 2022, wasn't it? I mean, as well, obviously. It's not been 2022 yet.
The way I looked at him, people. Go watch, like, share, subscribe, click notifications, and hit all on YouTube. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, guys.
Yeah.
We would love for you to help us out. It does not cost anything to subscribe, so just, do that for us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, give us a little help boost our YouTube channel because we have listeners across different platforms. Some
Yeah.
people just listen
Mm-hmm.
on audio platforms. So if that's you, and you're a big fan,
Still go like,
give
share,
us a
subscribe.
and
Or
a like anyway.
don't even worry about
helps
sharing.
us out a little bit.
Yeah, go like it and at least subscribe. We appreciate that. Episode 8. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. Episode 8. Oh, wait, no. Episode 7. This is when, like, it's new equipment. Who this? You remember that? That's when we got this set up right here.
Mics and the like real cameras and stuff.
we thought we were doing something.
They're like, this is the shit.
Number 8 is Don't Kidnap White Ladies. And this is featuring JT and Andrew.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize that those two things went together in the same
They were pretty close. Oh, Don't Kidnap White Ladies?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Shouts out to JT and Andrew.
Shouts out to you
Shouts
guys.
out to the band Echo Muse.
Mhm.
JT, if you don't know, is the front man for Echo Muse and lead vocalist. And they're kind of the shit and our friends. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out.
Absolutely. Shouts out to them.
Shouts out.
That devil's advocate was, will you push your kid to go to college or university?
Fuck no.
Well, I think we said that. And then I don't know why I put how do you feel about the Kardashians? We all know I love the Kardashians. Episode 9. I'd rather have a Rolex, and this was featuring Tez.
I'd rather have like a Michael Kors watch.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't, Rolexes I feel like are just for the clout. You can get an identical version that not even professionals can tell is a knockoff in China for $50.
Yo, I bought so much stuff in China for cheap. I bought, you remember the
They
Beats
got like those
pills?
little street markets where you can there's knockoff everything.
Dude, there's malls where you can go in. All of it's really fucking cheap.
You can get
and
a
you
Louis
can
bag
haggle.
for like $17.
You can haggle down to about $9 for that Louis bag, bro. Yo, China was so good. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Somebody was talking about that on some podcast I was listening to or something. How they're the best at taking the shit that's already been invented and making it better, cheaper, and just more affordable.
I completely agree with that.
Mass producing it.
Episode 10. James Lipton died. And we called that one Inside the Podcaster Studio.
Yep.
Yes. And for those of you who do not know who James Lipton is, James Lipton was the host for Inside the Actor Studio, which is a really good series on YouTube. If you like,
one of the most famous interviewers, he interviewed everybody.
all the biggest actors and all that stuff.
Like his 10 famous questions. So if you want to listen to our version of James Lipton's questions, we answered them on that episode, so you can go back.
Episode 10, Inside the Podcaster Studio. The devil's advocate for that one was Big Wedding or Big Vacation.
Big vacation.
Big Vacation, baby.
And I don't know. I'm going to keep answering some of these, but I don't know how that answer
I know.
compares to my answer earlier in the year.
That's hilarious. Episode 11, Story Time. You remember this shit?
Yeah.
Where I was just telling stories? Let me see what episode was that? What did I say? 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember the stories I told. I like. We were talking about strip clubs. I mean, I feel like we've talked about strip clubs for about 4 episodes.
Was that the one where the stripper broke her face or whatever? We watched that video.
It might be that one.
It shouts out to that chick.
Shouts out to her. I'm drinking some water to that. Oh, sorry. Sorry guys for listening. I just saw what my stories were. If you want to know how RJ lost his virginity, it's episode 11.
Don't go listen.
Don't worry about that episode.
Don't listen to my half of the episode.
I don't even remember your half.
Just don't listen to me telling my virginity story.
That's hilarious.
And
And then the first time we got high, I say we because we were both telling our stories.
we both got high for the first time together. Recently,
Right now, high right now. Nah. And then I told everyone about when I got too high and I walked home from my friend's apartment to my apartment, which was in the same complex, but it took forever.
You know, I remember being a teenager and being stoned and like walking around town and feeling so paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
You were gonna get like pulled over for being stoned or something
Right.
dumb. Like, just
Yeah, that was stupid.
As an
back
adult,
in
one
the
of the
day.
greatest things you can do is smoke a lot of pot and go for a walk or a run.
Oh, that's so good.
And
That's so good.
it's so good. And you know, like I don't do this anymore, but when I was an idiot, which was not too long ago, I used to like smoke and in the car driving around like smoke joints and stuff. And it is just about as sketchy as walking around when you're a young kid, just like stoned for the first time, super paranoid. One of the stupidest things I ever did. I don't do it anymore, but you realize when you're like going on a walk or a run stoned that nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody is paying attention
Nobody
to you.
fucking
Exactly.
knows. Nobody gives a fucking shit. Police don't hardly pull over pedestrians unless they're like crackheads making a scene in the middle of the street. You know what I mean?
Or in the case of Utah, meth heads.
Yeah. We got we got a different thing going
Yes,
on here.
it's different up here. I think the devil's advocate for that one was: can men and women be platonic friends?
Well, I don't know what my answer was, but I don't know if I have one. Never mind.
I was waiting. on you to
Maybe?
say-
Fuck,
maybe.
I don't know.
Let's fucking go with maybe. Episode 12.
I can, so yes.
Ladies don't want a 9 to 5 man. That's
They
episode 12.
Do
You remember that shit?
sometimes.
You remember why that came up?
No, I don't.
Because this lady went on a rant on Twitter saying she doesn't want. I forgot who it was. She doesn't want a 9 to 5 man. She wants a hustler. She wants a dude that's a boss. This and that. Excuse me. The devil's advocate
That's
for
just her, but
that one was, what's your preferred mode of transportation? I think you said car or van. No, I think you said like a big ass van or SUV or some shit.
Yeah.
RV.
a large SUV is fine, but if I can, an RV,
Yeah.
because you can take it anywhere except overseas, and you can also live in it.
And you can also live in it. Great job. Episode 13, running scams and free Pornhub. You remember this shit?
This was this early quarantine stuff? Like
Yes.
early pandemic stuff when they
This is right after the first
Pornhub,
Corona series.
like was our first real bailout. This was before stimulus check.
Yes.
Pornhub was like, you know what?
Shouts out.
Motherfuckers is broke. Give them some free premium.
Give them free premium porn. And shouts out to Pornhub.
Shouts out. 'Cause
We
nobody
appreciate
else
that.
has ever done that.
Right.
They got like free 7-day trials of Disney Plus or something.
Yeah.
But
Don't compare to that Pornhub, huh?
it's not the same thing, man.
And this is also the episode why I named it Running Scams and Free Pornhub is when I was telling everybody about the scam I used to run in it was a very horrible scam in college where I used to
Slippin'
tell
Jimmy?
people no. I used to tell people that I was Puerto Rican with a horrible accent. And I was still learning Spanish. You remember this?
How is that a scam? What did you get?
I said it was a poor scam. I said it was bad.
There was never like an intent to gain anything from it.
Well, I was trying
You know, I
to
used
get girls. I never did.
I used to be really good at
Not
a
off that.
British accent, and I
Me too.
used to
I
try to
am.
use it to get girls and think that it was cool. It's not. British people are dumb.
It is cool, bro, because I can still do it.
I'm just kidding. But you know what? I was watching this thing about fucking the like things that Americans don't find weird, but other countries would.
I was literally watching something like that today before I came over here. That's
And there was
weird.
like this UK guy reacting to this video.
Is it Luke? Luke or something?
I don't know.
He's really good. Shouts out to him.
Shouts out. But he's like, the sales tax. Like,
Yeah.
people in the UK would find it weird that we pay more than what's on the price tag. And
Yeah.
it's a guessing game depending on what state
The
you go
state, city,
to. Yeah.
everything.
And I think it's Montana doesn't have sales tax.
neither does Florida and Texas, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Florida for sure, but I think Texas, I don't think they
I
have
used to
sales
take
tax.
orders over the phone, and I'd be like, for stores in different states, and I'd be like, and your total after taxes, and they'd go, what did you say? am I talking to somebody in Montana? Like, they never heard that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Funny.
And then I look and the sales tax says 0 on my computer.
See? So episode 14. No. Yes, episode 14. What's your kung flu hustle? I don't remember what we.
I'm trying to think of a kung flu hustle.
I don't have notes for episode 14.
Is that never caught on kung flu?
No, no, it didn't. There was
It's
another
just-
one on
It's just China virus.
the China virus. There's another one that Andrew Schultz says on his Netflix special. It's fucking hilarious. I was like, oh, I wish we would have had that one earlier.
Oh,
in the
you know
year.
what? I was going to say, I'm sorry, but I have to make this full circle. I was talking about British people and not having sales tax. Imagine like winning a war against them for our independence as a nation over taxes
And then
and
impart
having
our
more
own.
taxes.
Mhm. Yeah.
That was my point. So British
That-
people are fucking stupid.
Is it them or us?
I don't know.
Okay. So episode 15 is
Maybe I just
fuck
have a
Carol
grudge.
Baskin.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
This is at the height of the Tiger King 2 years ago this year.
Yeah.
The height of all the Tiger King. Look at all these notes I got for the Tiger King. We discussed a lot of shit. Yo,
Fucking definitely still.
That was the
definitely
best-
killed her husband.
absolutely killed her husband. That was the best documentary this year, period. Probably within the past half decade
Yeah.
is the best documentary. So there's that. We already know what that one's about. Episode 16, dessert is for women?
It sure isn't.
You remember that shit? They were saying it's gay to have dessert?
Yeah. Ooh, you know what?
What?
Perfect segue. So,
Nice.
the thing that Brandon told me that I needed to bring up on the show
Mhm.
is in relation to this. Also, there's like other headlines that you brought in other episodes that were similar to this,
Mhm.
but the newest one is cheese is sexist.
Okay, go on that. How is this? I'm curious. I'm intrigued. Cheese is sexist. Why? Because it's a female cow.
Because it is the product of rape, apparently. According to PETA,
Oh
who is
shit!
worse to animals than anybody, honestly. Fuck PETA, if I haven't said that yet on this show.
Oh shit!
Because
It's the product of.
so apparently, that allegedly, okay,
This is not funny.
allegedly, to get milk, because like cows don't always produce milk, they have to be like going through labor or pregnant or like just had a baby to produce like a lot of milk. So
It makes sense.
they like
Never thought of it.
They artificially inseminate them. They force them to get pregnant. They force them to have the baby, and then they take it away so they can just get milk without the baby getting all the milk. So, according to PETA, all of the dairy products that you choose to eat are causing the facilitation of mass raping of cows. Therefore, cheese is not only sexist,
It's rapists.
and if you eat cheese, then you participate in rape culture.
I was Never mind. I'm not gonna say what the fuck I was about to just say.
You almost got yourself
I almost
in some trouble.
fucked myself up. I was eating cheese earlier today. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Oh,
Look,
and this.
you must
Oh wait.
be, so, shouts out again to Brandon.
Shouts out to Brendan
for
yet
bringing
again.
us that one. 'Cause
Episode 16. This is the same episode where we were just hearing about stimulus checks and they were starting to go out
this was before anybody got one.
before. when it was 1200 and not 600. Episode 17, giving out quarantine.
Cornpeen.
Hey,
Hey, I mean, I give out my fair share of, upside down cake style corn.
upside. Oh, I'm so proud of you for remembering that. I'm so proud of you for remembering that. Um, we also talked about how time is racist.
Hey, speaking of
Speaking of rapists
like those type of headlines.
and racists, yeah, and then we also talked about some people. This is when OnlyFans started kicking off, and people were like making $50,000 a month, even though Pornhub had just given out free premium porn.
You know what? I gotta expand on that conversation a little bit real quick.
Go for it.
My biggest thing has always been like, who the fuck is paying for OnlyFans and premium Snapchats when you got free Pornhub and free Pornhub Premium, right? So
Yeah.
I asked a guy who pays for a lot of OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him this question, and he says, "Well, it's because I know the girls on OnlyFans."
It makes sense.
That makes a lot of fucking
It
sense.
makes sense.
It's the girl next door.
Yeah,
It's your crush down the street.
yeah. That's why I
It's your
subscribe to
friend's
two
hot
people.
sister.
Mhm.
Hey, y'all are watching on YouTube and seeing his face just now. He knows something. Watch your sisters, y'all. But don't
And
watch,
your mamas.
Don't watch their OnlyFans.
But don't watch them.
Just don't watch them.
Just don't watch them on OnlyFans, yo. This is also the episode where I first brought up Bella Moon to you.
Woman, girl.
Woman, girl. This is that episode
Yeah.
where I first brought up Bella Moon, and I was telling you how good her music was.
Remember,
because
because that's how you said, because you didn't know how to bring her up.
Yeah.
You were kind of fumbling.
This woman, this girl, this woman, girl. Yeah. So we first talked about her. Episode 17. That's what that was, giving out quarantine. Episode 18. RJ and Trevin get arrested.
Yeah, we got arrested during the podcast. So go back and listen.
Go listen to that.
If you want to know. No, that was probably our most clickbaity title, and it was.
I was working on getting some clickbait, bro. I tried that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean, it was just like so obvious. Like you can't blame us for that one. We told stories about us getting arrested like the whole episode.
Yeah,
So like, what else are we supposed to name it?
that's true. This is also the episode where we were talking about a future baby boom, the second baby boom from Corona.
Quarantine.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's all there is to that. And then 19 is The Moon Sings for You, featuring
Bella Moon.
Bella Moon. Shouts out to Bella
out.
Moon,
Our,
who
third, fourth guest.
shouts out to Bella Moon, who has agreed that she wants to come back on.
Which will
next
also
year.
be really cool.
Yes, I told her that you were excited to just sit and bullshit with her.
Yeah, because we talked about last time, like, we were more interviewing her about her talents and her new album and everything like that. And so if we get more opportunities to have her on the show, we'll end up just, like, shooting the shit.
Hell yeah.
I think that would
I can't wait.
end up being a really fun episode.
So I asked her, like, if she was going to release anything, just so we could try to schedule it around then. She said she's going to be releasing singles throughout the year, so we could just have her on whenever. Cool. I told her, I was like, look, you're one of my favorite people we've had on. And she was like, oh, dope. I can't wait to be back.
And we're legit fans.
We're legit fans. I told her we're
With,
still
like-
bumping Luna.
With some of the other artists that we've had on, they have been, like, personal friends of ours. That doesn't mean
Okay, I didn't know where you were going with this.
that doesn't mean that we're not fans and like don't like their work. You know what I
Right.
mean? But it's like we also like happen to know them personally. With Bella Moon, it was just like we're just fans. She lives
Right.
in another state.
I can't
we
believe
just fuck
she
with her music
agreed
and
to
we hit
interview
her
us.
up. So that was kind of cool.
That was kind of cool. Cannot wait to have Bella Moon back on. She is fucking hilarious, too.
And that episode was a lot of fun.
Episode 20. I'm getting something pierced. This is when RJ was talking about getting something
You
pierced.
still need to get your something.
I'm getting
pierced.
something
I'm
pierced.
Like,
My birthday is in 3 weeks.
shit! I saw that. No, oh my god! Shouts out to Brandon because that was the
Damn,
funniest
shouts out to
shit
Brandon.
ever. Like, I seen you posted on Facebook looking for recommendations, right? Was that you?
Oh,
Yeah, it was. You said
that was me.
you was looking to get a piercing.
I
and
told you I'm gonna get
You
something
said,
pierced.
"Where should I get pierced?" As in, what?
Like what place?
Like what? Like
What
tattoo
building?
shop recommendations.
Yeah.
Where should I go? And Brandon, just being the fucking clown that he is, commented, "Nipples."
Mm-hmm. I considered it, but that's not a thing that I want to do. I thought about
I'd
it.
rather pay OnlyFans subscription to watch you get your something pierced.
Heard. You guys hear that? But yeah, no, I'm still gonna get something
they would
pierced.
too, bro.
Well, thanks. Good to know. Episode 21. Get it off your chest. What were we talking about on this? We were talking about parallel universes or a parallelogram universe being found where time goes backwards. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that this was the race part of 2020.
The race part?
Yeah. The
Like black
I
people,
feel
white
like
people?
it was after
Or like
the
presidential?
whole George Floyd thing and the
Okay.
Black Lives Matter protests that were like popping up in different countries. One of the biggest like movements ever. I remember getting it off my chest.
Yes.
And
yes.
I feel like that's why you named the episode.
That's why I named it "Get It Off Your Chest." Yes, 100%. I'm glad you remember this.
So if you want to know my opinion,
Episode
go
21.
listen to that. I don't have to retell it.
And episode 22, "Making America Great Again."
And if you want to know my opinion on that,
We'll just leave that at that. Episode 23, "Planet of the Apes" and "Breakfast is Gay." Damn, why can I
that's
not
the one
talk
I
today?
wanted to say earlier when we were talking about those crazy headlines.
Featuring Tez. That was all Tez.
Tez.
That was him. That wasn't me.
But I wanted
the breakfast
to say
was
I
gay
remembered
part
that,
is
but I
mine.
didn't want to spoil because I knew it was the name of the episode.
Right. This is when we had Tez on. Shouts out to Tez.
Was that his first episode?
No. I don't know. Maybe. Yes.
Because I don't remember talking about him being on yet.
Yeah, I think this was his first episode.
Okay. Anyway. Any hoozle.
So one of my notes, I don't even remember if I brought this up, but one of my notes here says Tez thinks that if he were white, it would be over with, and his name would be Chad with a silver BMW.
What?
I don't think we talked about that. I be writing all types of shit down. Tez, I'm telling you, that motherfucker says anything out his mouth.
Some shit, bro.
Out his mouth, he will say anything.
Oh, I know all about it now. I didn't back then, so I was more like surprised.
Surprised what the hell he was saying.
No, he makes for great content. He's a wonderful friend of the show.
Yes. This is a two-parter because episode 24 is also with featuring Tez. Shouts out.
Really?
Juneteenth / dinosaurs aren't real. Featuring Tez.
That.
I know you remember this one. Definitely talked about how Tez didn't think dinosaurs were real.
Neither are birds.
And there's you.
Just putting that out there.
And Brandon thinks that too.
I'm just saying.
Episode 25, cheating death. Probably talked about a couple of my near-death experiences.
You had one in a South American country?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. It was in a car accident.
Yes, that was one of them.
That's
For sure.
the one I remember, at least.
Oh, that's a big impact one. Also, in this episode, we talked about how Pornhub,
Other glass of water.
how Pornhub was doing a pro-black week. This was because Juneteenth and all that stuff.
Shouts out.
Shouts out to Pornhub. Man, they have just been doing more for us than the president has this year.
Man, they've been here for us this year, all right?
Yes, they have.
They've been looking out. They've been the real people's bailout.
This is
They don't bail out
also
anything that's not a human.
when that new Tekashi song came out.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember you coming and showing it to us right before the
Like,
show.
bruh, this shit slaps. But yeah, there's that. And then the Devil's Advocate. I want to do this Devil's Advocate because it was good. There was a guy with a curl. Why can I not talk today, Trevin?
Yep.
There was a guy dancing with a girl in a club. He offers to buy her a drink, whatever she wants. They go to order. He orders a beer. She orders 4 double shots of Don Julio for her best friends, her and her friends. The guy pays for his drink or his beer, and then he leaves without paying for the girl, who was wrong because that was $325 worth of double shots that she got.
I
And also, if a girl is with her friends, should you buy them a drink too?
yes, is my opinion.
I'll buy them a
feel like
drink,
I
but you ain't
remember-
finna run up a $325
I
tab
feel
on
you.
me.
Then again, if you're rolling in it and you're there to blow money on getting laid, then that's kind of something that you know.
Not $325. That was once, and I'm not doing that again.
Sure. I mean, but think about it. If $325 was nothing to you, if it's that kind of a situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but everybody looks at everything from their eyes. In my eyes, ain't seeing $325 leave for some pussy again.
Again? This man.
Hey,
Your point, anything you say now is invalidated by that statement.
no, they have to go back and listen to how I lost my virginity. That has something to do with it, all right? You don't. Do you remember how I lost it?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I'm not doing that shit again. Fuck that.
I'm not even gonna say that. If you want to know that, go back and listen to RJ loses virginity on episode.
On episode 11?
That was your cue. 11. All right, moving on.
Episode 26. Meeting a Mormon featuring Bennett. Shouts out to
Shouts
Bennett.
out to Bennett. Yeah. Got
Yeah.
to learn a little bit about that.
We said some shit. I don't know how he let us say it. Like, Bennett is one of the nicest, most agreeable people. How did he let us say half the shit that we were saying?
Well, it's the kind of show we are. You got to kind of poke fun at everything, and I think he took it well, and I think that he know we didn't mean no harm.
We also talked about how Gandhi was racist.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
You know, I was thinking about it actually recently, and I couldn't remember where that came from. I remember thinking, wasn't Gandhi racist or something?
Yes.
We just found out. Where did I find that out?
It's from RJ. Yes, he's racist. And this is when Elon Musk decided that he was going to build the millennial clock. And it's not even Elon Musk. It's Jeff Bezos. I remember we had to correct that.
Yup.
Episode 27. I'm not crying. You're crying. We talked about movies that make us cry.
I was going to say that. Yes, that's what we did.
Episode 28. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because I didn't realize we hit an hour already.
We hit an hour.
7 minutes
8
ago. So where was I at? Episode 28. RJ and Dash are beefing. I don't remember what we were beefing about, and I don't have the notes for that one.
iPhones. I don't know.
That sounds about right. iPhone versus Android. That sounds about right. Episode 29. Entanglement is in the air. You remember about entanglement?
I remember all about that part of 2020. Yeah.
Yeah. Will Smith, Jada, August Alsina, and all them.
And all that. Yeah.
Episode 30 was God is great, beer is good, and women are crazy.
Women are fucking crazy, y'all.
You remember that one?
I do. I sure do.
What episode was that? 30?
30.
Let's see. What did we talk about? Because I'm actually curious about this one. Oh, this is when we talked about Britney Spears and how her life was being controlled by her father. She had to blink and wear yellow
shirts or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck.
And I so we talked about that. I don't know if that's why women were crazy in my mind, but
they are though, so it doesn't matter.
But they are. Episode 31. Broccoli is the tilapia of vegetables.
Now that's a statement for sure.
It's definitely a statement. Episode 30.
You don't know what it means. Go back.
Yeah, because I can. We were talking about how broccoli isn't real. Cauliflower is real, but broccoli is genetically modified.
In the same way that tilapia
is not real fish.
Is not. It's a real fish.
It's not.
Just doesn't exist in nature.
It's not real.
It exists. See, that term, it just gets weird.
It's not real.
It's okay.
It doesn't exist.
I see what you're doing.
Tilapia does not exist.
Did tilapia?
Broccoli is the tilapia of vegetables.
Okay.
Episode what am I on? 30 something? 31. Episode 32. She's That Girl featuring Juice.
Featuring that girl.
Shouts out.
Shouts out
to Juice.
Indeed.
Yes. Episode 33. Jesus ain't seen nothing like me.
Hey,
featuring Tez.
Shouts out to Tez.
That's when we were talking about playing basketball against Jesus in heaven.
And I should have shared that meme, but there's this meme of Kobe in heaven balling on Jesus.
Oh yeah, what you showed me, that was
crossing
hilarious.
up Jesus or something.
Ain't shit sweet out here. um, also another Tez one. Dang, Tez just does like part ones and parts twos, huh? Episode 34. How much is a testicle worth? Featuring Tez. You
Did
remember
we
that
ever
one?
decide how much selling your testicle was
Yeah,
worth?
we did. It's like if you heard it at work and shit, and you got to get it removed. It was like I think he said 90,000, about almost
That's not
100,000.
enough.
No. So just giving it up for no
Giving
reason
it up,
is like what 30,000, 50,000. I mean
that's
15,000.
not a reason to give it up.
It's not worth it at all. Episode 35. Nobody is better than Trump.
Nobody.
This was your thing.
Yeah.
This is why I named it because of you.
That video.
Yeah.
It was what, like 25 things nobody's better at? Because that's all he
Nobody's
says is,
better at the military
I'm
than me.
the best at everything that I do. Anything that there is in the world that I'm involved in, I'm the best at.
Basically. Episode 36. Episode 37.
36?
36, yeah, I mean.
It's supposed to be chauvinistic women featuring nobody.
Featuring
yes?
Nobody, yes.
Told you, I know a few of them.
Shit. Shouts out to Nobody, a.k.a. Casper now. Casper from the lake.
I wasn't joking because it's funny. I was just joking because I suck at being a human.
Don't know how to drink
I
water.
failed at drinking water.
Featuring Nobody, which is one of our friends. He's also
Who is now
an artist.
Casper from the lake.
Casper from the lake. Casper with a K. Shouts out to Casper.
Shouts out.
Jameer. Episode 37, Alabama Takeover, featuring Tez, Terrence, Simone, and Frog.
You're getting somewhere.
There we go. We're almost there, bro.
Shouts out to the fam.
Shouts out. So
The fama from Bama. Can you say that?
I was gonna say something different, but I like that one. The fama from Bama. Yes, that's my friends who came here and visited us. And I got them on the podcast, and they're hilarious. And shouts out to Dash because he was out here with his feet out, y'all. Go back and watch that episode. You'll see what I'm talking about.
And we had Terrence and Tez here, who are part of the fama from Bama.
Mm-hmm.
But they live out here with you, so.
Well, technically, I live out here because of them, but whatever.
Well, whatever it is, but I mean, Terrence is not as eager to be on the show.
Oh no, he hates being on camera.
So that was cool.
Right.
I told him that. I said, "Why you hate the camera?" He said, "I don't." Where you get an idea like that?
Because he does. Don't let him just sit here and lie to you like that. And then episode 38, Master Debating. This is during the debates.
Frog and Simone.
Shouts out to Frog and Simone. This was during the debates, Master Debating, and how much of a shit show.
First
yes.
presidential debate.
It was such a shit show. Episode 30, what was that? 8? Episode 39, I'll roundhouse your ass. Featuring Dre 2 Fly. Shouts out to Dre 2 Fly.
Shouts out.
We gotta have him back on, yo.
Yeah, he's a fun character, too.
He is hilarious.
He's not just like, I mean, there's some artists that we've had on because we like their shit and we want to promote them.
Yeah.
Which was definitely the case with him. Like, we met him from watching his show.
Mm-hmm. Actually, physically being at his show.
Live show to see our friend, and then
Nobody, aka Casper from the Lake,
who was headlining, and then we ran into him and saw his set, and it was just he lit up the crowd, the stage. So we hit him up after the show. However, he ended up being one of the best personalities that we had.
Yeah, seriously.
On the show.
Seriously.
So
shouts out to him.
Came out of it, and shouts out indeed.
Episode 40. Are you into cougars? Featuring Cougar Guy.
Featuring
Kyle
on Instagram.
Kyle, aka the Cougar Guy. Shouts out to Cougar Guy. You guys remember that cougar attack that happened here in Utah?
That was pretty recent. We were just talking about that the other day. How fucking crazy that would be. And
we actually reached out to him, and he was happy to come on. It was dope. It was a good interview. It was cool.
He blew up over that story, and he was doing interviews like maybe 3 interviews a day at some.
No, he had at least 3 more after us.
Yeah,
and we were already in the evening, so.
Yeah, like our show was running a few minutes behind schedule. And
technical shit again.
We were like, we gotta, he's got a fucking appointment. This is a guest that like other people are fighting to have on right now, so. I guess not fighting because he was still more than happy to do our show, but it's like he had other places to be,
Episode 41. You remember the title? One of your
No.
favorites. It's your favorite
Is this my
episode.
favorite episode?
It's your favorite episode.
I probably did remember it for a while, but there's been so many episodes now.
Anal beads and butt
Anal
plugs.
beads and butt plugs
Featuring
Tez.
Anytime we have some crazy ass like titles like that, it's probably because Tez is involved.
And this is the shit, like, you know, Tez brings some of the funniest shit that we've talked about, but sometimes, like, he brings that to talk. You know what I mean? With the anal bead thing, like, we just sat down and we started talking about anal beads out of nowhere. And then it's like, what, 15
minutes in or something like that.
So RJ's just like, are we really just starting the show like this?
Did we open like this? Have we been talking about butt plugs and anal beads for 15 minutes?
There's a lot of things that we discovered in that conversation. So go enlighten yourself and listen to episode 41.
Yes. Go enlighten yourself. Which brings up episode 42, voting for OnlyFans discounts.
Which I didn't do, but I should have.
I should have showed my sticker. So this is the episode.
I don't actually know anybody with an OnlyFans that I would pay to see.
So this was the episode.
Maybe I need to get more friends with sisters.
Maybe not. Maybe not, because that shit, it comes out of your account, bro. Trust me. It comes out like with a quickness.
He's like, damn, I forgot I had it set on auto.
You do know somebody with the OnlyFans, actually, but I don't think you'd watch this person. Shouts out to Tess. So, so this voting for OnlyFans, they were telling people that they could show. We're not going back. We're not going back.
Must not know that they have an OnlyFans.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, right. I remember. Never mind. So,
does he tell you?
He told me.
Like on YouTube, it tells you have a new subscriber in this account.
I know. That's why some people I'm still not subscribed. I mean, not some people, because it's money. It's stupid. But there are 2 people I subscribe to. All right. But anyway, so that's why I have it. I had shouts out to Tez. No. But yeah, no, I'm. That's why I haven't subscribed to other people. It's like, do they tell you who's fucking watching?
I don't want her to know that.
Right, that I'm
paying to see her underwear
and feet. No. So this is the episode voting for OnlyFans discounts. There was this one girl giving discounts on her OnlyFans to show her that you had an I voted sticker.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Episode. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Episode 44. Trump needs African angels.
Yeah, I think he needs them a little bit more even now.
He probably got them by now.
Than it was then.
Right. But yeah, this is where we were talking about Paula White, the preacher who was praying. This is during the election.
And then like last week, her homie was flipping tables.
What?
Did we talk about that with Tess? And the Lord was flipping tables.
Yeah, we
like,
did.
Really?
Okay, that's right.
Your God wants to win the election so bad, he's flipping tables.
That's exactly.
You think like a Christian God, all knowing and all powerful, would just like have just won the election the first time?
You would think, huh?
Like, he needs to go into these
and flip some tables, bro. You didn't know that's how Jesus worked. All right. Well, next episode was this 45. Jesus ain't seen nothing like me. Episode 45. Kanye West is the most genius man. Now I need to say something about this because I sent you the title to this and you left out a word.
I did?
Yeah. Because I sent you Kanye West is the most genius man. This has been on my chest ever since the episode dropped, Trevin.
Hey, air it out, bro.
Bullshit. Nah. But yeah, Kanye West being the most genius man. That's the hologram that he got for Kim West's birthday. Kim West. Is it Kim West or Kim Kardashian West?
Both.
Yeah. For her birthday. Of her dad.
What's Kim short for? Like Kimothy?
Did you think that was going to be funny? You thought that was going to go over well? It was kind of funny.
It
made me
like
giggle.
Most things I say, I thought it was funnier than you did.
Kimothy, that's
kind of. If you didn't laugh with me, that's fine.
I chuckled.
I'm saying, like at home, like don't feel like you have to laugh with me.
You guys.
Like I said, I think I'm funnier than most people do. That's okay.
Yeah. So he got the hologram for Kimothy's birthday.
Bought Kim a hologram of her dead dad talking to her. And half of the thing was how great Kanye is.
Right. 46. May the Lord, aka Force, be with you. This is when you found out some news you didn't like. This is how I was telling you that Star Wars is really a metaphor for
The
Christianity.
Holy Trinity,
Yes,
as it were.
yes. And you didn't like that,
I think
so
that
I
it's
decided to name
something
the
else.
whole title about that.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
we know how much you love Star Wars, and
apparently I'm not as bothered anymore by it.
yeah, I was just proud of myself
I
for having
didn't
ruined that for you for the
remember
second.
it being ruined.
There
But
you go. Well,
shouts out
you
to
hated it for
you,
a
I
second.
guess.
Shouts out to me. Episode
Props.
48. Is this 48? 49, 50, 40, 47. Episode 47.
Yep.
Your New Best Friends. Featuring
Featuring your
Your
new
New Best
best
Friends
friends.
podcast.
Shouts out.
This was my favorite guest that we have had, or
Yeah.
these two were my favorite guests because it's the first time we had done any collaborations with another podcast.
Podcast, yeah.
But it's also a podcast I'm a super fan of. Like I
And I
love
think,
Tabby and Mike. They are
yeah,
fucking hilarious.
I think that us alone, or us when Dash was on the show more, like we have like a certain kind of banter and a certain kind of like
Mm.
way that we do the show comedically. Like it
Mhm.
is a comedy show. I would say now. I think
Yeah.
we didn't know that at
Satire.
first. Like we had to,
Satirical.
yeah.
We didn't know what we were doing.
But I think they have like a similar dynamic. They're not the same show.
They're
you know?
better. They're better than us,
Honestly,
bro.
I think
To be
they're way
honest, they're
funnier.
better than us.
So if you like us, go fucking listen to them.
Go listen to Your New Best Friends.
And shouts out
Shouts out to them.
again to them because they gave us a shout out on one of their recent episodes
Mhm.
that I missed until just the other day.
Mm.
So yeah,
Can't wait to
shouts
have
out
them
where
back
shouts
on,
out are
too.
deserved. And I really can't. And I think in some ways, I don't want to say that they're the best guests because I've loved every guest that we've had. But because they have the similar dynamic and because they're another podcast, I think that it kind of like came together to be this like epic comedy podcast
Yeah.
moment
Agreed.
for us. And I had a lot of fun. And I
Yeah,
can't wait to
their
do it
opening
again.
question was was would you rather sit on a cake and eat dick or sit on a dick and eat cake?
Yeah.
Have fun with that one. If you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to it. Episode 40. What am I saying right now?
48, I think.
I feel like I just said that, but episode 48.
You said 48, and then you corrected it to 47. Now we're on 48.
48. I can't taste my food.
This is where you got the corona.
I did get
And
the Rona.
this, like, what people may not know is behind the scenes, I was pretty sure that I had corona.
Because if you go back, I'm going to interrupt just for a hot second because I haven't put this out there yet. I told you.
And we should say it on the show.
We should definitely say it. So if you go back and watch Your New Best Friends podcast, that episode, I
Not their podcast.
No, no.
Episode 37 of Convo Series featuring Your New Best Friends. Also
47.
titled Your New Best Friend. 47.
Yes. So if you go back and listen to that episode or watch that episode, you'll hear me cough, and I go coronavirus. Shit was real. I actually
Shit is getting real. The next day, he texts me and he says,
like, bro, I'm not feeling.
I feel kind of sick. I'm going to get tested. Don't know if it's corona, but I'm getting tested.
And then it was corona.
And then it turned out like y'all came home from Alabama with corona. So like,
We did.
everybody had it.
We all did.
And I was like, fuck, dude, we just like did a show yesterday.
Literally. And you
So,
thought you were gonna get it. I thought
thought
you were
I-
gonna get it. I was 100% ready for you to be like,
I was
I got
a
it.
dead man, I thought. Like, and maybe I am a little bit dramatic. Okay, I'm going to say this. I know I'm a hypochondriac, and I know I'm a little bit dramatic. Every time something is just the slightest bit painful, I'm like, oh, shit, I probably have cancer. And I'm just like, you know, I kind of make it funny, but to me, it's not funny. Like, I get legit paranoid, and it's probably a mental disorder or something. However,
Probably.
I was so fucking convinced. I'm like, I'm not healthy. I'm fat. I have bad lungs. Like, I have heroin smoking induced asthma. Is what I call it. It's not diagnosed as asthma, but they used to make sure I'm supposed to have an inhaler still, and I don't, because they're expensive.
Yeah,
But I was like, I'm so fucking unhealthy. I'm gonna die.
goodness, that's not morbid at all.
I started
No,
getting in shape, and
Yes, you have.
It's been like what 4 weeks now, or more.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you.
That was the beginning of December. This will air like just before New Year's. So yeah, it was the only thing that's been able to kick my ass into like trying to get in shape, which is cool because
Well,
it made me realize like how unhealthy I really was.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's not just like, yeah, I'm overweight and shit, but like just the lifestyle that I've always lived
Like I've
until
got other shit going on.
until just now, my late 20s, like the last few years. I got clean from drugs. I started just living like a normal person and
Now you're the Trevin that we all know and love or tolerate.
tolerate.
Okay. There you go, not
I
being able to
still
drink
don't know
water
how to
again.
drink water.
Fucking idiot. You idiot. Fucking idiot.
But
Such
yeah,
a idiot,
no,
bro.
I was just like, people haven't been seeing that every week and like every day we were like talking about it, and
Yeah.
I was positive that I was
He
positive.
was negative though.
I was negative. So that's
Yeah, and that's we had to do that shit on Zoom.
it's almost like disappointing in a sense, though.
You
'Cause
told
now,
me
like,
this. I thought you were crazy when you said this.
well, that was a different thing. But what I'm saying is, like, now I still have to worry about getting it.
Oh, that.
you
Yeah.
know? It's like, I mean, and they say it's not like you
See what
can't
you're
get
saying.
it twice. Like people who get it and then recover and then hang out with people who have it get it again.
Mm.
I'm not even like, but at least you know that you
Most
handled
likely.
it well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're pretty good.
hmm
I don't know how I'm going to react to it.
Right.
And I still don't know. So that kind of bothers
That's
me.
why you're getting yourself healthy, which we
Yeah.
appreciate.
Which,
And like I said-
even if it wasn't the corona that was going to take me out, it would have been, something eventually, which maybe I'll be better prepared for now.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like that was the moment where I really realized how unhealthy I really have been living.
Right. Well, I'm glad you realized it at least, and it only took Corona. Episode 49. Let's make a movie featuring Amber. Also on
That's
Zoom.
really recent.
Yes, and we were talking about her web series that she has on YouTube.
And shouts out to official Amber Ale, or is it?
Ale.
Ale.
Ale. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like ale. I thought
Shouts
it was
out
like
to her.
beer, like Amber Ale.
I thought so too, and then I realized it had
her
to do with her
name.
name. Yeah.
But so shouts out. That's
Shouts
how
out
it's
to
spelled
her.
on Instagram.
Shouts
And,
out to her husband.
Yeah, who was also made an appearance on the show.
Yeah.
And ended up being really fucking hilarious.
Yeah. We talked about her web series Starfire, and
You should
her
also go check out on YouTube.
definitely go check that out on YouTube. Starfire, official Starfire series, I think it is. And then we talked with her husband, who is the fight choreographer for the show.
Which we thought was really cool.
I still think it's really cool. Yes. Episode 50, Political Royal Rumble. This
which was
also
last week, and
featuring Tez.
one of Tez's best moments on the show. So
Which ones?
go.
Oh, just in
I'm
general?
just saying, like that episode,
It was a really good episode.
really good. So if you haven't checked it out yet, if you're late, if you missed it, go back and listen. That was last week.
Yes. And the devil's advocate
good.
for that week is who would win in a street fight, Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders?
Which is what led us to the political Royal Rumble.
And we do definitely have a political Royal Rumble that goes down in our that we talk about at the end of that episode. So definitely go check that out. We appreciate you guys for sticking with us for
A whole year.
51 episodes now. Oh, let's just go over this title. Since you guys are listening and watching, you know the title is Hindsight is 2020. But we appreciate you guys. Seriously. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up in 2021. Including
exciting year for Vision Media.
Super exciting for Vision Media, which that includes other podcasts, not just seeing our face every day, but other people's faces too.
Other productions that aren't podcasts.
Other productions that are not podcasts. We got all types of stuff going on, guys. Make sure you definitely go follow our parent company, Vision Media, on all social medias if you want to give that out.
The most important one is on Instagram. It's Vision with a Z, Vizion Media, and the number 1. So
Number 1.
and then I forget on YouTube. It's kind of hard to find, which
Yeah.
is kind of sucks.
But Vision Media is our
work on
parent
that.
company. Just to let you guys know, that's what Combo Series Podcast is under.
The link
the
to
production
the
media.
YouTube is in the Vision Media Instagram. There you go.
There you go. Nice.
But yeah, go ahead.
Trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to say here at the end of the year. Oh, we're gonna go on break for January, but we'll be back. I'll make an announcement on social media when we're coming back. This has been a crazy, crazy year, you guys. And you stuck with us through it. So we appreciate all of that. We're gonna have better production and all types of stuff next
You
year.
specifically, you make this possible. So, shouts out
Shouts out to
where
you.
shouts out are deserved.
Where they're deserved. Did you want to shout anything else out? Your socials, all that
You
jazz?
know, I'm the chosen one on Instagram, which is spelled really fucking stupid. So I'm thinking about changing that in 2021.
Nah, I like the chosen one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you like it? I always like. That was my attempt at like a rap name kind of thing, but I also like never really wanted to stick with it because nobody. You have to be given a nickname like that.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why like I don't really have one. People say, "What's your rap name?"
I'll give it to
Trevin
you.
Riser. Or, why do I have to have a special name? Like, you know,
White
I
bread.
get it. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing it, but I like just being Trevin Riser.
I feel you.
Maybe that's why, you know, I never got along with my teachers in school. They'd always be like, you know, look, why can't you just be frank with me? I'd say,
I'm not
why
Frank.
can't I just be Trevin? You know, Jesus, not that Jesus.
Why can't I be Trevin Jesus?
And I guess with that, anything left?
I just got to close it out. That's it.
That's our year of Convo Series.
That is our year in review. I am RJ, aka Reg Travels, on all social media. We appreciate you going to follow us. Please, please, please go like and subscribe to our videos on YouTube, Convo Series Podcast. We are on the road to 100 subscribers right now. We really, 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 really would appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Follow us on all social media, Convo Series Podcast. If you can't find it, just under Convo Series. This has been a year, and shit, we love the shit out of you guys. And until next time, until next year.
Until next year.
Peace. Hells yeah. Oh, bitches. Did you say penis?
I said bitches.
Okay, bitches. Keep that shit in.